right, so we're just going to make those nice finger circles. See if you can get a thumb to each finger and make a really nice circle. That's lovely. Good. Make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed. I'll hold up a little bit just so you can see what I'm doing. Good. Now we're going to drop the wrists. So we're going to stretch down, thumb to each finger. That's it. Really stretch your fingers. Good. We'll do a few more of those. They're quite hard work. Let's relax them and just do some piano playing. That's lovely. And you can take that where you want to. That's it. Very good. Relax your arms down and we're just going to move one shoulder. So we're going to make that, see if we can get it into a nice big circle. Good. Do one more.
The shoulder rather than the whole body.
And then the other shoulder. Well done. Lovely. And we're going to swap again. We're going to bring it round the other way. So try and bring it forwards this time. Good.
Just make a few ads on to do that.
Are you all right there?
Yeah, we've got an advert across the front and we'll get rid of it.
That's it.
Thank you. Did you see that?
No, she can't see it.
Palms out, and we've just put the palms up and down. That's it. Good. And now we're going to pop your thumb inside, make a little loose fist and get those wrists working. Good. Well done. And we'll take them round the other way. Good wrist circles. Lovely. Now just stretch your fingers out, palms up, and bring your fingertips to your shoulders. And open. And fingertips to shoulders. And open. And back. And if you can just take your elbows round in circles, a little one or a big one, however much movement you can make. That's lovely. Good. Can you try it the other way round? Take the elbows back, out and forwards. Good. And we'll do one more. Back, out and forwards. Lovely. Have a little shake. And I'm just going to move my screen so you can see my feet. And so you're sitting down and we're just going to take the toes up and down. So if you can't lift your foot easily, the other way. And then swap over and up and down. But if you need to, just rock on the floor. And circle. And some circles the other way. Lovely. Okay. Loosen them up if you can. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap my camera over now. So I'm going to come back here. And we're going to change the music and we're going to do the flow sequence. Now, do you sit down for this, Stephen? You stay sitting down, yeah?
Once you get to a lift.
Or do you want, you're going to stand up?
Stand a bit further back and I'll move your chair. Don't sit down, I've moved your chair. Okay. You're all right there.
Okay.
Okay, lovely. All right. All right, so make sure you've got your chair handy so that you can hold on if you need to. And we do our breath of joy. So we take the arms out and we breathe in and just let your shoulders come up.
Oops.
And down. Good. I'm going to do that twice more. So breathe in. Just let your shoulders go up towards your ears. Turn the palms and let the shoulders glide back down again.
So palms up first and then palms down to come down.
Let's do one more.
And your palms.
Well done. Now we're going to breathe into the tummy, so just take your arms back a little bit, breathe in nice and deeply, and then blow out. And bring the backs of your hands together, then breathe into the rib cage, so a little bit higher.
Want to do your breathing as well?
And then blow out, and bring the backs of the hands forward. Lovely. And then we're going to breathe into the upper chest. And blow out. And breathe in once more, taking the arms out and relaxing them down. We're going to do that breath of joy again. So let the shoulders move up. And then glide back down. Okay, we're going to do head and neck movements now. And so if you want to hold on to your chair while you do this, and then we're just bringing the chin to the chest and rolling the head up. Then take one ear towards the shoulder. And back to the middle, and take your chin down to your chest, and roll up, and take your ear to the other side, and up, and chin down, and up. Good. Let's do a breath of joy. Lovely. Okay, we're going to take one arm out to the side, somebody else joining in, all over the place. So we're going to take an arm up, then make a little fist and curl in. Then bring your elbow to the front and open. And take your shoulder forwards and bring it back, and then curl that hand in again and bring your arm forward and down. And then we're going to do the same on the other side, so we bring the arm up, palm up, and curl in. Bring the elbow forwards and open. Take your shoulder forwards and bring it back. Lovely. Curl in. Forwards and down. And a breath of joy. Lovely. Well done. That's looking good. And then we've got a side stretch. So you're going to bring your arm up to the side, all the way up and over, and up, and then turn the palm and bring it down. And the other side, palm up and over and up and palm down. And a breath of joy. So the shoulders come up towards the ears, palms up, and we turn them down and let the shoulder blades and the arms glide back down again. So make a little loose fist just at your waist, and we're going to push that away just slightly across the body, and then pull it back like pulling a rope. So we push away, and then we pull back. Good. One more. Push away, and turn the hand and pull back. Good. Put that one down, other side. Little fist, push away and pull back. And push and pull. And once more, push and pull and down. And a breath of joy. Lovely. So now it's the leg sequence. So hold on to your chair. We've got softness. I'm going to move to this angle so you can see a bit better. And we're going to lift the leg, drop the toe, bend both knees, place the heel down and rock onto your toe. Then we rock back onto the heel and lift that leg up as high as is comfortable. Put that one down. Lift. Place the heel. Rock onto that toe.
Let's just hold him with one hand.
Back and lift. Well done. Just do what you can comfortably. It's only a little step. Just getting those ankles flexing. Good. We'll do one more on each leg. Well done. So we'll just bring those feet together and a breath of joy. Lovely. Now hold on to your chair and we're going to squeeze these thighs together. So slide your foot up just a little way and squeeze those thighs, and then take a step to the side and just let your hips move over and move back. So we're getting a nice stretch actually across here. I'm going to slide that leg in and just a little squeeze and step out and cross, and back. We'll do it once more, and squeeze, and step out. Great, and back, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So we have a little squeeze, and step out, well done, and squeeze, and one more, and bring those feet together, breath of joy. And an arm float. So we're going to float those arms up the front, turn the palms upwards, lift your shoulders and relax down, and then float your arms forward and down. And again, up, turn the hands up and lift and relax and float down. And one more time. And lift and relax and float down. And then we have a final breath of joy. Well done. Lovely. Okay, let me. So, and we're going to sit down now and work with those legs. Nice to see you, Catherine.
I'm sorry I'm late. I'm trying to make a cake for my boyfriend's birthday, which is tomorrow.
Well,
I'll have to dash off and get it out of the oven at some point.
It seems as though a few people have got the time wrong, so there's only 2 of you today. So it's what it is. All right, so I've just muted you just for background noise. Now there's 2 of you. All right, we're going to just do a little leg sequence, feet and legs now. Sitting down. All right, hope you can see me. Balance your heels up and down. Good. Take your toes out and in. Good. One heel forward, heel and back. Heel and back. Then take it a little bit out to the side. Lovely. And forwards again. Bounce your heels. Oops, people coming in at funny old times. Keep bouncing. All right, toes out and in again. Out and in. Out and in. And a little bounce to the side. So on our toes this time. Two more. 2 heels forward this time. Heel forward, toe back, toe back. Heel forward, toe back, and again. Bounce your heels, a little bit faster. This time we're going to do a little kick, down, kick, down. going to do 2 forward, 2 back, 1 to the side, and 1 to the other side. We're going to do that again. Forwards, forwards, back, back, side, side. Final, bounce your heels. Right, up onto those tippy toes. 1 toe out and in. And the other one out and in. And we'll finish. Well done. Okay. So it's time now. Neil, are you with us? I've got a name but no picture, or maybe you've tried to join us for later. Who knows? Okay, let's. We're going to do the balance work. So with our chair. All right. I hope you're okay there, Stephen. Well done. Let's find this little track I've got there. Good. So make sure you've got your chair there ready to hold on to. Chair, and pop your hand on your waist. Good. Okay, we're going to stand to the side of your chair and we're going to point and close. And then point to the side and close. And point to the back and close. And again. Forwards. Side. And to the back. Close your feet together and just bend your knees and straighten them. Okay. Bend your knees and this time point, keep the knee bent. The supporting leg. And take that leg round and close your legs together. Bend your knees and take it round again. Lovely. Good. And then swing your legs through. Good. And together. And I'd like to just bend your knees again. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. We're going to take a step to the side. Take your weight over and back. And then we're going to take a step back. You can hold onto your chair, bring your arm up and just lean back a little bit and up. Good. Keep the arm up and reach over. Good. And bring your arm down. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So move to the other side of your chair. Okay, I'm going to point and close. And point and close. And to the back. And to the side. I'm going to do that again. Forwards. So try and lift up the side where you're standing leg. Try and really lift up out of that hip. Don't sink down. Good. And to the side. And we're going to bend our knees and stretch. Bend and stretch. And bend. And this time take the foot out and see if we can take it round to the back. And then close straight legs together. I'm going to do the same again. Bend the knees and take it all the way round. And straighten. Make sure you're using your chair and standing tall and a little Okay, I'm going to take a step to the side and step back, and one more step back, a little stretch back and back, and bring your arm down. Well done. Okay. So it's time for a little break, so get your glass of water, have a bit of a refresh. And we've got Sheridan joined us, so I don't know what's going on today, but let's have our glass of water, little chat, little catch up, and then we'll start with the second half of the class. A little bit more dancing in part two, a little bit more moving around. Lovely. I'll be back in a sec.
Say hello to other people now.
I'm just going to check on my cake. I'll be back in a minute.
Right, okay.
Check out that cake. I'll swap my video around so I'm not looking into oblivion. Remember to turn it back again in a minute. That's better. I can see you now. Hi, Sheridan. You're on mute.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm a bit late.
Yes, because it was a 2 o'clock start today. So, but
I'll do a
anyway,
little bit. Thank you.
exactly. Every little bit helps. That's good. I don't know. I've got Neil joined, but I haven't seen him yet, so I don't know whether he joined for 1:45 or something. Anyway, let's hope.
Hi, yes, I'm here.
Neil. There you are.
Hi, I got an email saying your class didn't start till 2:45.
Yeah, me too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I just logged on.
Oh, last week was 2:45, but this week it's the
25
2
to 3.
o'clock class.
I got an email today as well to say that.
I got an email at 11:25 today. Tripudio Movement for Parkinson's. Please remember today's session is at 2:45.
That was last week. They've resent the same letter out.
Yeah, I got that as well. Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, it's been updated. If you should have received 2 email. Which when Zoom updated, you always send when Zoom updates things, you always send the old one first, and then after send a new one.
Right.
And next week could be 2 o'clock. Yes.
It will be at 2 o'clock. Yes.
Okay.
I might be in my friend's living room or her attic, but I will be here at 2 o'clock next week.
I've been out walking anyway. It's been a lovely day here.
Yes, I've got the electric being turned off next week, so I'm going to have to escape to somebody else's house, I think, for an hour to teach a class. So I might be in a little bit of a confined space, but hey, we'll make it work. But it will be 2 o'clock.
Okay.
All right. So we'll just have how's the cake, Catherine?
Well, a bit of a disaster. The door of the oven was open.
Oh no.
I know. I don't know how that happened. I've closed the oven door now.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Do I need a chair?
We will need a chair. Yeah, the first thing we're doing, we're in part 2, we're going to do the patter dance we've done before, if you might remember it. Stephen, if you want to sit down and just do the arms and some of the legs seated, please do. So stand and sit as you feel comfortable with, all the way through. And then we're going to do a seated one after that. So let's get going. Let's swap my camera back. You can see me properly. Funny angles. Okay. All right. So a little bit on the spot. Okay, to the side and push, push. Out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster. Good. Lovely. We're going to climb a coconut tree. So we're going upwards. Take those arms up. Good. And then we're coming down again. And it's swimming time. And the other arm. Lovely. And then we're going back to our hula steps. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. A bit faster. And a little bit softer arms. That's it. Good. And up that coconut tree. Good. And down again. And a little back stroke arms. Other one. Lovely. And again, slow ones. Other way. Push away. Then a bit faster. Softer arms. That's it. Good, that looked pretty good. All right, so you're going to sit down on your chairs for the next one. We're going off to India. It's our Govinda routine. So, there we are. This is an arm sequence. Okay, nearly there. Okay. So place those palms together, sit nice and tall. Feet flat on the floor, elbows out. And we'll just have a little weave from side to side. So try and make your shoulders go with this from just the arms. Lovely. It's looking good. Again, push out to the side, hand to the side, and back. And push to the other side, and back. And push, and back. Lovely. Palms together, elbows out, and take the hands up. And then when it's comfortable, just hold it for a moment. And then bring those hands down nice and slowly. Good. We're going to take them up again. outwards, so around a goldfish bowl. Good. And back round the other way. And palms together and bring them down. This time we're going to roll forward just a little bit. Just let your shoulders and your back relax. And then swirl your arms. And then just bring those arms up a little bit. Just be creative. Whatever feels good. Take them where you enjoy them. That's it. Fingers, wrists, elbows. Great. And there's some finger curls. So one hand and down. And the other hand. Good. Lovely. And the other one. That looks nice. Good. Pop those palms together again and push to the side. And back. And push to the side. And back. And again. Good. So palms together. Repeat that one. Take them up and hold. And then bring them down slowly. Good. And take them up again. And then we can move our heads, move our arms, move our shoulders, whatever will go. Lovely. That looked good. Okay. All right. So we're going to stand up again if you want to, but you can stay seated. So it's what I call the Cliff Richard's summer holiday routine. So there's a lot of arms which can be done from seated quite nicely. So don't get up if you would prefer to do this one sitting down. Either will do. Somewhere here. Okay. And some of us might even manage a summer holiday before too long. Across. Cross. Like a paddling. Good. Arms forward. Down. Down, pump up, pump up. We're going where the sea is blue. We shoulders. Have a nice hug. Let's see if it's true. Pop on your sun hat. Show it off. Good. Bring back to the hug. Cross those arms. Onto your hips. Give it a good move around. And back to our paddling. Arms to the front. Come down, down, up, up, down, and up. And shoulders. Now let's see if it's true. Hop on your hands and show it off. Shoulders, hips, and a wiggle. Good. Paddle away. Get a good twist in the waist. That looked good to me. I hope you're enjoying it. All right, so we're going to sit down again, up and down.
I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about this.
Cake time. We'll wait for you. Okay, so we're going to go, there's me without a head. We're going to go to the final flow in a moment. So let's just find, let me get my music sorted out while if I do it right, then I won't have to keep repeating the same music. Oops, wrong place. Nearly there. Things have been going so wrong with my music this week. Never mind. Here we go. Lovely. Okay. Let's just have a little stretch before we start. So just pop one arm out and stroke up the arm. Then turn your palm up, stroke through, and then have a little stretch back. It's just been one of those days. Perfect. And then the other side. So glide up, turn the palm up, slide through, and have a little roll down your leg. And then roll back up again. Only go as far as you're comfortable. Don't go too far. But make sure you relax when you're there. Let your back and your neck relax and slide back up. Good. Take your hands through your hair. Elbow forward. Elbow out, round the neck, and down. Take your elbow forwards, elbow out, round the neck, and down. Let's do that again. Lovely, well done. Okay. Just interlock your fingers, have a little push away, take your arms out and open wide. And again. Alright, and we're going to go straight into our flow sequence, sitting down. So nice deep breath in, shoulders come up, breath of joy. And breathe out, let them glide back down again. And twice more, palms up as you breathe in. Palms down as you breathe out. One more, shoulders come up towards your ears. And then they glide back down again. Butterfly breath. We're going to breathe into the tummy, arms back a little bit, and then blow. Backs of the hands come forward, and then we breathe into our rib cage. So nice wide arms, about that height, and then blow out. Backs of the hands together, and this time breathe into the upper chest. And again. Good. And breathe in. Relax those arms down. And a breath of joy. Relax your hands on your thighs and bring your chin to your chest. And roll up. Take an ear to the side. And up. Chin to chest. And roll up. And take your ear to the other side. And chin to chest. Up, and look over your shoulder, and to the front, chin down to your chest, roll up, look over the other shoulder, and to the front, and chin down, and up. And a breath of joy. And Popeye strongman, arm to the side, little fist, and curl in. Bring your elbow to the front, and open. Take your shoulder forwards, and bring it back. Good. Curl in. And forward and down. Other side, palm up. Loose fist, curl in. Bring your elbow forward and open. Take your shoulder forward and back. Curl in and down. Breath of joy. The shoulders glide up and back down again. Take one hand across your thighs, the other one palm up and over and up, and then take your palm down and swap sides. Palm up and over, up, then take your palm down. And a breath of joy. A little loose fist, and we're going to push away and pull back. And push and pull. And once more. And back and down, other side, and push, and back. It's looking lovely, well done everybody. One more, just slightly across the body. And breath of joy. I'm going to do the eggshell walks. We're going to lift the leg, place the heel, rock a little forward, rock back onto your heel, lift and place your foot down. And lift the other one, place the heel, rock onto the toes, the flat of the feet down, back onto the heel, lift and down. Do that twice more on each side. So we rock forward a little, we rock back onto the heel, lift and drop the toe down and place the foot down, and lift, heel, rock and back and lift. Last time on each side. very nice. Good. And down. And a breath of joy. I'm going to squeeze our thighs together, take the leg out to the side, so you get a bit of an opening in the groin there, and then we slide it back in and squeeze. And we take the leg out and squeeze it back in. And then we're going to swap the other side and squeeze, take the leg out and squeeze. One more time. And back. Breath of joy. And our final move, the arm floats. So let the arms float up. Turn the palms up. Lift. Relax and float down. When I come through, I'm shutting the game down finito. Not sure how that happened, but we'll just continue. Oh dear. And lift and down and float down. And last, let's do one last one. Palms up, shoulders up, and relax and float down. Final breath of joy. Let the shoulders come up towards your ears. Turn the palms. Glide down. Let your chin roll to your chest. Pop your hands on your thighs and just take a couple of nice, deep, slow breaths there. And when you feel ready, just roll your head back up. Lovely. Oh, well done everybody.